They say a gunslinger lives fast, but that's not quite right. He lives certain. By the time his hands hovers over the grip, the decision's already been made. Days ago, maybe years. Out here, you learn that hesitation is just another way to lose. And fear is something you carry, not something you obey. Every step, every draw, every shot, it all comes down to one thing: accepting the cost before it's due. Because once the moment arrives, there's no thinking left, just action, and whatever comes after. Emmanuel Navarrete has been an active champion since 2018, capturing titles at 122, 126, and 130 pounds along the way. His last 4 fights have been uneven, producing a win, loss, draw run with 1 no contest. Navarrete now positions himself for a super featherweight unification bout, putting his WBO world title on the line against power punching IBF world champion Eduardo Nunez. Navarrete enters as a slight favorite, but in a classic Mexican showdown, anything can happen once the exchanges ignite. Eduardo "Sugar" Nunez fights with a gritty, pressure-first mentality built on physicality and power. In 29 victories, 27 have come by stoppage, giving him a 93% knockout rate. He advances behind a compact guard, closing distance and forcing exchanges where his power can take effect. His offense comes in bursts. He's not a high-volume puncher, but when he lets his hands go, it's with clear intent, especially with looping hooks and overhands. He's comfortable making fights rough, leading into pressure and turning bouts into close quarter combat, where his brawler puncher style thrives, often breaking opponents through persistence and impact. Emmanuel Navarrete is a chaotic pressure volume fighter, defined by unpredictability and the ability to break conventional boxing structure. His unorthodox style is his greatest weapon. He throws from unusual angles, with wide, whipping punches that may look unrefined, but arrive with speed, snap, and surprising power. His rhythm is irregular, making him difficult to time, and he constantly varies his attacks between head and body without settling into predictable patterns. Combined with excellent stamina, he maintains a relentless work rate deep into fights, often dragging opponents into wild shootouts where he never runs out of ammunition.
And the reigning and defending WBO Junior.
Bueno, caballeros, tiene que protegerse en todo momento. Chocan guantes, que gane mejor.
Lose! Champion versus champion! Mexico versus Mexico!
2 Desperados, 2 gunslingers. It's not about the speed of the draw. It's about who's left standing after the smoke from the barrel clears. When 2 Mexican warriors square off, it becomes steel versus steel, driven by an unyielding, forward-pressing mentality. It's never a question of if the action will come, but when. The aggression of Navarrete and the power of Nunez are bound to collide in a battle for control.
To see this from the Mexican, I need to see that he has more than just...
In the opening rounds, Nunez gave ground while Navarrete pressed forward. Both fighters started measured, easing into the rhythm, but Navarrete began probing with the jab to gauge the action, while Nunez looked to counter over the top.
I just can't.
Navarrete spent the early moments filling out what he needed to see, but once he settled in, he began to pick up the pace and string together his punches. Holding a 4-inch reach advantage over Nunez, he uses length effectively, building combinations from the outside. What makes Navarrete particularly difficult to defend is the unusual nature of his offense, throwing long hooks and uppercuts from distances where most fighters wouldn't.
Navarrete. Well, we know Nunez has got a chin, I'll tell you that much.
Not teaching it in gyms, but it lands cleanly because of those long arms.
While shots could come wide, he excels at not smothering his own work, allowing his punches to extend. He will often open up with a long jab to occupy Nunez's guard, then weave his way through the defense with follow-up shots.
The counter, that's what Nunez has to be looking for. He's a good, compact puncher. Yeah, we haven't seen too many uppercuts. There's one.
Unlike many offensive fighters who remain in the pocket after punching, Navarrete consistently exited after his combinations, resetting his position and reestablishing his reach advantage.
To the body, but still getting caught with shots on the inside. But this is the type of fight that he needs to.
Good hard shots by Navarrete.
Yeah.
You can hear the.
This created significant problems for Nunez, who struggled to find the timing to counter between exchanges, and was frequently left exposed at the end of Navarrete's range. As a result, Nunez was forced to try to work his way onto the inside, as it was his only path to getting his offense going. However, Navarrete's length and movement made the task even more difficult. As a power puncher, Nunez needed to get his feet set. This left him having to absorb shots on his way in, often at the mercy of Navarrete's offense, before he could even get into range.
I think Nunez is starting to break down Navarrete arms. You got to break that distance and swing away on the body.
While known for his merciless offense, Navarrete is more than just a gunslinger. He's also versatile enough to adjust, using his jab and movement to hold distance when needed. When Nunez unable to close the gap effectively, Navarrete kept him at bay, forcing Nunez to overcommit in an effort to close that gap. Those rushed entries caused Nunez to overcommit, creating openings that Vaquero consistently punished.
A deep breath there from Nunez, who's trying to give as good as he's
Nice right uppercut on the inside. Right there, right on the side.
getting.
When Nunez did manage to work his way onto the inside, the action turned into a full-blown
On the
firefight.
inside, even when Nunez is getting something started with 4, 5, 6 straight left hooks.
These moments gave him the best opportunities to lane, and he committed fully in the pocket. But even there, Navarrete's awkward style and craftiness stood out. Nunez remained fairly static, high guard, hook heavy, with limited head movement, making him easier to target.
Behind speed, it's just cinder block fist. Nice shots. These are the punches, the hooking type.
Navarrete, by contrast, found openings around and through the guard, even creating enough space to land uppercuts from beneath.
Big uppercut there from Navarrete.
And he is putting on the kind of fight we saw against Oscar Valdez.
The exchanges were turbulent. Nunez sat down on his hooks, while Navarrete answered with layered combinations.
Mexicans like Navarrete got iron chins. And there it is again.
In these heated exchanges, Nunez took the brunt of the damage.
Doubling and tripling one.
Navarrete changed levels, subtly shifted angles, and avoided being a stationary target, all while maintaining his high output. For every shot Nunez threw, Navarrete responded with 2.
Yes, take a step back. Big uppercut from Navarrete.
It's only a matter of time.
With a pretty solid performance that last round, it's gone. Navarrete back.
The accumulation became undeniable. By the 11th round, Nunez's right eye was completely shut, and Navarrete showed no signs of slowing down.
From themselves, I mean, we expected this to be a bloody war.
Oh, nice caster seat, telling the referee to stop it.
When the great
Navarrete's got to be thinking, what is this guy?
The fight was stopped shortly after. Though game, Nunez was outgunned aside from a brief round of success. Navarrete finished with 236 total punches landed, 182 of which were power shots, compared to Nunez's 140. Even more impressive was his 47.8% connect ratio. Vaquero leaves as a unified champion in a division full of compelling matchups. Despite a roller coaster run in recent years, at 130 pounds, Navarrete remains a nightmare in any matchup.